Tell us more about DBT and its role in trauma treatment as a practitioner here at Havenwood.
I had a girl that was cutting and really wanted to understand what that was about. As I watched her self-harm, I watched her go from a 10 on a scale of 0 to 10 to probably a 3 or 4, and was like, oh my gosh, this actually is working for her. I was really fascinated by that. One of my mentors was really like, that's what DBT does. And so I've spent a lot of time reading, understanding. I've got some cool theories that I use for some of my kids that fit in that, but just really like vibing with this highly sensitive person who really needs the 4 basic concepts of DBT. One, incorporating mindfulness, so helping them focus on what works, being willing rather than willful, using some Buddhist principles of meditation and reflection, emotion regulation. Our kids don't have the ability at this point to regulate their emotions in a healthy way. And in order to do trauma work, I have to have a kid who's regulated in some ways or has the ability at some point to regulate. Third is the lack of distress tolerance. So if anything kind of pops up in their world or changes, they just don't have the ability to do that. Distress tolerance, really, from a DBT perspective, is that things happen. So what are you going to do? And then the last is this interpersonal effectiveness, which we use a lot of, like, how do I have a relationship with myself and other people? How do I effectively get my needs met? And for those that are familiar with DBT, Marsha Linehan has dedicated her life to trying to end suicide. And I think that is a real passion point for me of, do these kids, when they leave here, do they feel like their brains are rewired? They're less likely to engage in some of these maladaptive behaviors, and have they taken suicide off the table because they have other options?